How dare you? And how dare you disrespect the melanin in your skin just to blend in with the Europeans who stole the souls of our old, bucked our men and raped our black women, baby? How dare you? And how dare you disregard the woman who gave her life in sin so that your black ass could live without any hesitation, baby? How dare you? And how dare you look down on our seniors who are beat down because their skin was brown, treated as misfits, so that you could sit, stand, kneel, or however you see fit, so that at the end of this day, you can unapologetically say, Mama, I graduated. And although you didn't ask to be here, my dear, you see, I gave you the very best part of me. I gave you the flesh of my flesh, the air that I breathe, the line of my life, the keys to my history, so that your black ass could be free to one day rewrite a legacy with the understanding that you could never be without my story, my testimony, my bloodline, and my legacy. Oh, baby. You see, there's nothing more that I want than the very best for you, but not at the expense of losing you, not to them, because you been blinded by society's definition of acceptance, baby. You have most definitely lost sight of you. The wars that were fought, even the lives that were bought, the blood that was shed for you and your sister. Tell your fucking head, how dare you? You see, I'm gonna sacrifice my life so that you could be the next Booker T, Maya Angelou, Michelle Obama, even Muhammad Ali, but baby, please don't forget this dope ass Shaq G, you see, because my love runs deep. And this covenant I'm going to forever keep. So to deny you is to most definitely deny me and have asked. But we'll do this all over and over and over again. I would say most definitely why? Because I give my life completely. Shaq G.
Ooh, oh, girl, that was deep. So tell me your inspiration. Where did that come from? Tell me the backdrop of that poem, because that was
My
for somebody.
children.
Yes, I
But
felt
also for
that
my
too.
kids.
Yes, I felt that too. I'm a mother of two sons, two men, and
Hmm.
wow, wow, amazing.
Thank you.
Amazing. And so you said you started writing poetry about 2 years ago. Is that correct?
May 18, 2022.
So what happened on May 18th, 2022?
I had a challenge. I'm a Leo, and I
Okay.
don't take too well to authority, especially if you deliver it wrong. I'm a big energy person, which means you have to come right before it's something in my shana now. I can't do it. So my coach, who is from Ghana, I'm a bodybuilder, and he's very dominant, very masculine. He's straight to the point. And I was like, I had practice. He would always get in me with always drilled down in me. Like, why does he come for me? I said, shut up. He knows what he wants you, and you have no idea. So just be quiet. So
Mhm.
he said, Shaq, what are you doing? I said, who are you talking to like that? God said, shh, be quiet and listen. This is your test. He said, do it over. And I want you to do it from the beginning. I said, whew. And it took everything in me not to say nothing. I
Mhm.
said, God, he's trying to take it. He said, no, he's trying to see how far you gotta trust me. So when I finished it up, he said, now you do it again. And I almost broke, said, God said, don't you worry. I got you. And so everybody around the gym was watching me. They said, oh my God, she's taking this. So when I
Mm.
finished, I said, I'm finished. I see your ass tomorrow. And it took everything in my power not to say nothing. I walked out the gym and I thought I was gonna buckle to my knees. God said, get up, walk to your car. And I got in the car. I said, I should have said, God said, you shouldn't have said nothing. You go home. He said, because you're getting ready to destroy a relationship that you're gonna need. Got home and I just started writing. And I wrote my first poem and it went national the first time I wrote it. Because I couldn't, everything I had in my soul, I wanted to say, he said, don't you say nothing. It's gonna be for your good. And I wrote my first poem. And it went national the first time I wrote it.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Silence is very powerful.
So there.
But you have to, it's a powerful notion to implement that silence. You have to be so sure, and like you said, you heard God was telling you not to say anything because
Mhm.
he was preparing it for your good. Wow. Wow. So do you mind sharing that poem?
I don't mind.
Okay.
Dominating on purpose every day. You see, that's what I live by. No stones unturned, no opportunities overlooked, no barriers undefeated, and no obstacles incomplete, you see. That's the name of the game, baby. You see, I wake up with the mentality to devour and divide. My motivation is at first, conscious breath of air that awakens life throughout my body, triggering my mind to pay thanks to the Almighty, jump starting my body to align myself with my faith, and allowing my spirit to remain at one and at peace, you see. My peace is sacred to me. Surpassing the understanding of anyone who dare challenges it, I'm going to protect it at all costs. With the overall understanding that my peace is priceless and far more valuable than any dollar amount, I'm going to handle it with the utmost care. Selective of my battles, as I am aware that my peace is determined by the choices that I make. And my choices are a reflection of the position of maturity or lack thereof. You see, we are free to choose. We're not free from the consequences of the choices that we make. You see, life has a unique way of testing the very core of our hearts, the muscle of our mouth, the sounds of our soul, and the rhythm of our energy. And that's why I choose. You see, I choose to live the dope experience. What is the dope experience? The dope experience is focus. Follow one course until successful. It is fear. Fuck everybody and rise. It is hope. Having only positive expectations. It is losing all of the excuses and finding results. It is finding opportunity in opposition. It is empowerment. It is transparency. It is failure with the determination to be dope. It is being aware of our weaknesses, but yet still facing them head on. It is a pause without a cause. It is being comfortable with being uncomfortable. It is visualizing and executing. It is finding faith when we feel like all is lost. It is trusting where we can't trace them. It is doing what you can while you can, because when you can't, you're going to wish your ass could. What is the dope experience? The dope experience is dominated on purpose every day, ladies and gentlemen. The dope experience is Shaq G. The dope experience is me.
Mm, mm. Oh, woo, girl, you are so incredibly talented. This is your genius because
Thank you.
the way you put your words together, it just flows, and it speaks to young, middle-aged, and older women, people. You can clearly relate no matter where you are in this life. And wow. Wow. And
Thank you.
so tell me a little bit about, so this was from that experience, that particular.
This is the first poem that I ever wrote.
Wow. And so, there's a lot of people that have gone through things, and maybe they don't know how to put their words into a poem. And so
Mhm.
tell me what would you say to that person that has all these things in their head? Like, how do you sit down and just start writing beautiful words?
I go into another me. I go into my emotions and I marry my words. I marry my emotions. So I go like this. Lord, it's so hard living this life. A constant struggle each and every day. 'Cause some wonder why I'd rather die than to continue living this way. You see, I was born by a river in a little tent. And just like that river, baby, I possess the symbols of endlessness. Geographical awareness, depths as deep as the flawless sea. I am that stable mind that's constantly creating currents of chaotic confusion while conquering the traumas caused by the critiques of consistent envy. I am that bold, bright, blazing, beautiful black chick. Hell. Some would call me Sarah Bartman, thick, and my lips and hips are designed to make and break all your shit. I am the thought before you think it, baby. I'm the pen, the paper, and the motherfucking black ink. I am your author and your editor. And the first one to support your shit. Remember, baby, I wrote this shit. Stood 10 toes down, deep with you in your shit, from your ass to your nose. I was the showman that wiped your shit. And then look at go, baby. I milked this shit. Make no mistakes about it. I'm gonna make this shit look easy, chick. I am the pan and the cake from the plate that your ass ate. But I ain't your mama, huh? Well, I'm somebody's mama. And I'll be damned if I let you take my peace of mind. Cause this here piece is mine. Cause my worth is priceless, baby. And I may not have graduated from college, but you can damn sure call me that street knowledge, because I can change from sense from your hands to mine. Multiply, divide, and increase your shit by 3 times, because baby, I'm dope. And like the rose that rolls from the concrete beneath your feet on constant repeat of empty echoes, exposing the woes that I no longer want to hold, but baby, I'm gonna do it for you. Because to deny me is to deny you. You see, I be that cocaine rich, 100% authentic chick, grade A, type O blood that trickles history into your DNA. I am that Henrietta Latch chick, covered in crackbacks and tattooed scars of sacrifice, chick. You claim that you came into this world alone. Well, I guess 10 months in my womb and you never considered this house your home, baby. I built this foundation, this stage, and this throne. And the only reason why I'm queen of the jungle is because I don't make that bitch my home. You see, I am your Georgia power. Baby, I am your built-in PhD, and I graduated magna cum laude of Life University. I am your educator, your peacemaker, your navigator, and your motivator. And when the trials and tribulations of life nearly got the best of me, you see, it was you that I thought about. And I earned my motherly degree. You see, you owe your life to me. You are quick to point the finger when life offers you a slice of humility, knocking you on your ass, and rather than you taking a back seat, you want to blame all this shit on me. But baby, I am your safety and your loyalty, and I'm gonna hold that ass down like gravity, willing to sacrifice every bit of me before death finds you at 23. It's that, baby. I'm the oxygen that you breathe. I'm your lawyer, your voice, your jury, and your transporter. And when tears flow from your eyes, baby, you better believe it's gonna be Shaq G to be the judge to restore order, because I'm your justice, baby. I'm gonna fight for you. I'm gonna even take shots for you. Baby, I will lose sleep for you. Don't you know I will die for you because I'm your protector. I won't lie to you, and I will never deny your shed tears for you. And I'm gonna continue to pray for you because I'm your comforter. I'll break bread with you. My heart is gonna always be here for you, and I'm gonna love and respect you, baby. You see, this is my promise to you. But the one thing I will not do is to continue to be denied by you. 'Cause, baby, I'm your mama. Oh.
Mm. Woo! Wow, welcome, poets. Oh, girl, this is Miss Shack, and she has just taken the stage, and I can just sit here and listen to her. Anytime you want to say something, you can always reach out to me. I can listen to this like forever. I love it. I love it. So just want to welcome everybody. We have Miss Lady T, Miss Tina, poetess, and we also have Mr. Chris. How are you, Chris? Welcome back.
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Doing great, great. Okay, and this is Miss Shack. If you, she is amazing. So who wants to go next? We'll let Miss Shack have a little breath because she's already spit 3 poems already. So, and I'm
I
sure
just-
she has more, huh?
I just wanted to comment real quickly on her poem and say, people don't understand that motherhood is the toughest job in the world, because unlike the president, they say he has the toughest job. He has a whole team of people to help him, support him. I mean, a mother is just her and her and God. And if she's fortunate and she has a husband, and it is truly the hardest job in the world. So I completely felt that poem.
Yes,
Completely.
yes. I felt that too. I felt like she was just reading my spirit, my soul. You know, things that maybe I felt or wanted to say. That was it. It was like it's clearly a divine appointment. Chris, you have any comments? How did you feel from a man's perspective? Tell me about that.
I just came in late, so I missed half of it. So I have to catch it from the beginning.
Okay. But from what you came in on, are you able to give us a comment?
Um, I'm getting like strong maternal vibes, like just that strong motherly figure.
Yes, yes,
The mother lion.
yes. And it's true. We will go to bat for our kids. We won't eat for them so that they can eat whatever it is that they need. We will find a way to make it happen. And
It's
not
true.
even think about it. I mean, it's like there's no argument. You're just gonna do it, right? And that's how it is. So okay, who wants to go next?
And one more comment I just
Go
wanted to
ahead.
make, that I've experienced. Parents, I feel parents will always love their kids more than their kids might love them, because we're the ones that had them, that carried them, that raised them, that took them to the doctor when they're sick. So they're the recipient of our love, but it doesn't mean they have to love us the same. And a lot of kids don't love their parents the same.
Yeah, I would
Unfortunately.
agree to that. They become adults, and sometimes, they see things in their parents that maybe they don't really like as an adult, but not thinking about all
True.
the sacrifices. I mean, we could fill up, if sacrifices were money, we would be millionaires, because you can't even list all the times that you sacrificed something that you wanted to do or what have you, for your kids. And like I said, it goes without saying, you don't even think about it. Okay, well, I'm not doing that because they have this going on or what have you. So
I would beg to put in a comment if you don't mind.
please, yes, ma'am.
Child stands for copying how I live daily. That is an acronym for the word child. And so, Miss Lady T, you were very right. The child can never love their parents the way the parents love them, because they didn't come from the child came from the mother, not the other way
Right.
around. It's just like Jesus loves us more than we can ever love him. So with that being stated, it's never intended, because they've never walked the walk that we walk. They've never given birth. They don't know that bond. They know the nurturing part. They don't know the sacrifices, and I would never expect them to understand, because they've never been in that position. They've never given birth. They've never been near death to give birth. They've never done that. So to expect that is to be almost it won't ever happen, because they're children. All they can do is expect for our love to continue to move just like we is. And I can say this part, me being a mother of two, my mom had me when she was 15. I've never seen my mama cry until I was almost near death. She said, "Somebody save my baby." And my mom has always been a strong woman. Never had a chance didn't have the time to cry. And if she cried, she cried behind closed doors. And I've always wanted to see my mom just be a little soft. I just want, even if it's tears of joy, I want to see you human. But my mom has always had to be that strong one. I said, "Mom, I love it. I will kill a brick for you. I really would. But I can never, ever take the place of my mama's love. I would never try to. But now I see my kids, and I'm not as strong as my mama. And I guess it's because my kids are 24 and 21. I'm 45. So I've experienced a lot more with my mom. So I can't say that I wouldn't do the things that my mom has done for me, for my kids. I just say when the time comes, I'll see. But it's just a mother. A mother will never, her love will never be replaced. It can never be replaced. Never.
Amen. Thank you for saying that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Because
Mm.
I would
Thank you.
say that, you know, we try to do so much, and we want that love back. We know that they love us, but you know, even when we tell them things that they don't want to hear, or you know, they think that we're incorrect in our direction, we still love them unconditionally. And when we come up on disagreements,
Mhm.
you know, sometimes those things can get really ugly, not speaking, this and that. And it's very painful from a
Yeah.
mother's heart, you know, when your kid is mad at you or if they disagree with you. And even in that moment, it's the love that you're trying to, you know, help them to understand. And so I appreciate that from a personal note, that yeah, they are our children. So they're how could they love us the way we love them? We're
Right.
the parents. So thank you for pointing that out. That really blessed me right now. Yes.
Amen.
Yes.
Sir, thank you so
Amen.
much.
This is a divine appointment, Miss Jack, that
It is.
you were destined to, you know, we were destined to meet and to cross paths. And I'm just being blessed like all day right now. All right. So Miss Tina, do you have something, or who wants to go? Tina or Chris? Who
Yes.
wants to go first?
I'll go.
Okay, go ahead.
So this poem I just recently wrote, because it was an experience that I had, and it's called Church Hats. Church hats was my passion. I had all styles and colors. My hats was the last of what you stole. You could never pay me back what you owe. You didn't just steal my hats, you stole my dreams. My smile hides the pain. How could you, babe? You were supposed to be my king. We were supposed to be married. You gave me a ring, but I would never marry a dope fiend. I never bought another hat after that. Pain runs so deep. But in 2024, I'll take a leap of faith and buy a hat. May the love be restored. True, it tore my heart apart, but maybe this year it will be a brand new start. And this poem is dedicated to anyone who's ever had their dreams ripped from their hearts. May you be restored, and today is your brand new start.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Wow, Tina.
Enjoy that, please.
Yeah.
Amazing. So tell me what was your inspiration?
Okay. I don't want to get emotional.
It's okay.
I always loved church hats. I'm a church girl, so I used to go. I always had I had dozens and dozens, all different styles and colors. And I even one time went to this church and they were having a hat contest, and they had 3 winners. So I decided I'll go up. So I was second place winner, and it just made me feel so amazing to just be able to win, that they liked the hat. So my daughter's father was on crack cocaine, and he had basically stolen everything. And I was like, just don't steal my hats. That's all I asked. And that was basically the last thing he stole. And that was in 1998. And I've never bought another hat since then. It was like I just
Buy another
died.
hat.
I don't know what happened. I just never felt it until I just went to New York and I was like, I went to the church and I was like, I saw a lady there with a really nice hat and it just brought back memories. And I said, I'm gonna buy a hat this year.
Yeah.
You should,
Yes,
or
you
make
should.
one, or
Yeah.
make your own.
I agree.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Make one. I love big
Yes.
hats, you know, with all it was just amazing. And
Mhm.
I'm like, how do you steal someone's church hats? I mean, my God.
Well, we're talking about a drug, and so when people are on drugs, that type of morality is out the
Yes.
window. It's not even in the equation. It's about the
Yes,
drug only. It's not about who it hurts or any of that.
that's right.
And you know, you have to understand that it's very difficult, you know, when you have a family member or, you know, a spouse that is stricken with, you know, that demon, because that's what
Yes,
it is.
it
Um,
is.
and so for you, getting a hat means that you put your foot on that demon's neck, that it's not going to overtake you and keep you from
Mhm.
shining. That's your dream, your goal. You know, that's what you like. And you know, all the trials and tribulations that we go through in this life, I would say that you have to be you. You still have to continue to be who you are, and keep striving. You know, keep, in baseball terms, you have to keep swinging that bat at every ball that comes your way, whether it's a curveball, a slider, you know, a fastball. You have to keep swinging until you knock it out of the park. And so,
Right.
you know, thank
Give
you.
up.
No, never, never. You got too much work to do. You know, your job is not done. And you're beautiful, you know, go get you a hat or make you a hat, make you 10 hats.
Yeah.
Amen.
For all the years that you haven't worn a hat, you make a hat for that.
My God, over 20 years I haven't worn a hat.
There you go. So you need 20 hats.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes, yes. I'm gonna look into making one.
Yes, that's a start. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll mute up.
All right, Mr. Chris,
Okay, I'm ready.
go for it.
Let me breathe for the weight from the weight that's crushing me. Let me be free to be me. Who am I, you asked? I am poetry. Let me breathe. Let me feel alive. A sense of drive with every breath to break the chains that hold me down. Lift me up. Don't let me down. Foundation strong, grounded. Hold me down. Define, design me a brighter crown. Inhale, exhale, without fail. The journey of a poet is the greatest tale.
Mm,
I
nice.
love that. Yes. I am
But
poetry. I love that.
Yes.
Tell
Thank
me,
It's like
go ahead.
I feel like until a person can actually be able to express themselves through poetry, what the poem is saying is that they really couldn't breathe before because they didn't really have a voice. And poetry gives that voice and it gives life to the person.
Amen. Yes, it does.
It really does.
Miss Shack was talking about that in the beginning of her poem, about, you know, her inspiration in writing about her pain and putting it into words. And so when you talk about I am poetry, that means all of us, that we all can put those words. can you imagine all of the things going through your mind, especially like when you're going through something, it magnifies. So now
Right.
you have the thing that you're going through, plus all these thousands of other things that's going on. And for you to channel in and write about that and be on point, that's some serious work right there.
Yeah.
Very serious. Miss Jack, did you have a comment?
I'm just taking it all in.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Mr. Chris, you and I have shared the stage on Instagram, haven't we?
I'll
We
repeat
just-
that.
You and I have shared the platform in Instagram, haven't we? We just recently
Yeah,
came
I
up.
remember. I know who you are.
Oh, wow. Wow, isn't that amazing? We have a
And
connection.
we just actually was on live last week together, him
Yeah,
and I.
yeah. Instagram kicked me off. I couldn't get back on.
Oh man.
Wow.
Then here we are.
Yeah, the interesting thing about the I Am Poetry thing is it's actually a huge thing that I created where I did a documentary literally called I Am Poetry. So it's all the videos on my website.
Can you put your website in the chat for me, please? And also you too, Miss Jack, your email address. And if you have a website, please put that in so that we can stay connected. You know, that sounds like a movement. I Am Poetry.
Yeah.
You know, you could definitely take that, you know, to the next level.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
That's good. I'm happy to hear that. If you need any help, I am a marketing crazy person, so I can definitely
Wow.
help you. I'm degreed up on marketing.
What
Okay.
state are you in, Miss Paulette?
I'm sorry?
What state are you in?
I am in California, IA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cali, baby.
I'm born in Texas, in Winsboro. I born in the country, but raised in California. So I'm a city girl with country roots.
Wow.
Yes, yes. In my early years, I grew up in South Central.
Today was a good day.
Yes, it was always a good
That's
day
Mhm.
with all of that. I love my South Central people, Gardena.
Wow.
That's really one of my hoods that I lived in for
Mhm.
quite some time. Yes, I know Crips and people that were in gangs and all of that, but that are doing great things with their life. And you know, I moved on. My parents moved on, and we lived in an affluent neighborhood. You know, and you know, I had a different type of young adult life. You know, which taught me a lot of things. I went to all white school, 1% black in high school,
Mhm.
and so my background, if I wrote my story, you would be like, oh my gosh. So that is where a lot of this comes from. As a kid, I was raised by my mom and dad, but also my great grandmother and my great great grandmother, and they were entrepreneurs. Um, Back in the 1930s and then prior the late 1800s entrepreneurs. And so that's where I get my entrepreneurial spirit from. And so I'm a go-getter. I love poetry. I started listening to poetry in the early 80s, or I would say the late 80s. I used to go to a club in Leimert Park, which is in LA, and a lot of the great comedians and poets used to perform there. And so it was something that I just gravitated to, because I always felt, this feeling when I would hear poems, I would just really connect with that artist. Some poems will make your skin give you goosebumps. They make your hair
Mhm.
raise. And
Yeah.
and so I was drawn to that. It's like I can't get enough of it because it's speaking to the inner self. Um, Especially if it's written well and all of that. And so yes, that is me. I could go on, but we don't have enough time for me to tell you all the things that I've done and that I'm doing now today. Um,
Miss Paula, I have something for you.
yes, ma'am.
Your name, I did an acronym, a shacronym. I was just like, I gotta
I
figure out how to
love
put
it.
a It stands for Peace and Understanding Love Empowers the Tough Experiences.
Wow.
Mm,
And then I did a second one, Poetry and Unconditional Love. What was it? I think it was, I'm gonna keep it the way I had it. Peace and Understanding Love
Yes,
empowers the tough experiences.
that's
that's me.
Paulette.
Wow, that's me. That is me.
Hmm.
Wow. Girl, when I tell you divine appointment, and I've been having a lot of those lately, and I know that, I prayed for this, that God is putting people in my life that will help to drive this mission that I'm on. And my grandmother told me that I was a love child. And she's like, don't you ever forget it. And don't let anybody tell you anything different. And so for you to say that, that's a reminder, really from her, reminding me
Mhm.
of who I am. And so thank you for that. I,
You are.
Yes.
I you are blessing me. Like I said, that was another blessing.
Your grandma's name, did it start with a B?
Yes, it does, Bernice. She's the
Wow.
lady that took care of me. She's actually my great aunt because my real grandmother passed away, Miss Ida. She passed away, but
IDA, Miss Ida's name is spelled IDA.
mhm.
Your grandma,
Bernice, and
Bernice was born in July,
she was born March 8th.
March. Okay, March 8th. She was born March 8th. Okay. Where's she from?
She was born in was she born in she was born in Texas.
Texas.
Yes.
Grandma's hand.
Yes.
Left in church on Sunday morning.
Yes.
Grandma's hands played the tambourine so well. Grandma's hands
Yes.
used to issue out a warning. She said, I remember when we used to appreciate our Black mamas. We would clean our rooms and make good grades, and not a day went by without us telling her that we loved her. And it seems that things have changed. Respect is rejected. Children neglected, schools are hectic, and they dare your ass to say some shit. Now, perception is the reflection of misguided direction, and the blind leading the deaf, and they barely know their right from their left. And nigga is a trigger if you ain't a nigga. Go figure. Everybody's getting a pass, and 33 registered, but only 15 show up to class, and it's no longer earn your keep. Baby, say excuse me, and then you wait to be acknowledged before you speak, and wash your dirty ass hands and say your grace before you eat, boy. And then you claim that you came into this world alone. Well, I guess 10 months in my womb, and you never considered this house your home, baby. I built this foundation, this stage, and this stone. And when times turn to darkness, you better believe it's gonna be Shaq G to keep the lights on, because I'm your Georgia Power. I'm sorry there. That goes into the same piece I did for my daughter.
Yeah.
Um,
Wow.
beautiful.
Woo.
Yeah,
Mm,
thank you. I appreciate this moment. I didn't expect for it to be so intimate, so close. It was amazing. It was amazing. I greatly appreciate it. And I thank you for allowing me on your platform.
Thank
Yeah.
you for joining us. This has been truly a blessing in so many ways. I'm really like stunned for words right now, because, like I said, when when God gives you visions, and you are going to get pushback,
Hmm.
He does send those people to you to reassure you, and that's what you're doing right now. And so it's a divine appointment. I know He sent you here. I know He did. I
You know,
mean,
I thought it was at 5 o'clock. I said, "What?" I said, "Am I late?" Because I was so excited about it. I said, "I'm gonna be with Miss Paulette." I didn't know who you. I said, "I'm gonna be with Miss Paulette today, baby." I don't know who she is, but I think it's gonna be an amazing show. So I
yeah,
was driving home. I said, "Oh my God, it's 5:05. I got to log on."
yes,
Yeah, I said, "Let me check the time." It's okay, it's at 7 o'clock. So I said, "Cool, I'm good. I got plenty of time."
yes. Wow. Wow. Miss Tina?
Yes. Okay. I'm going to read this poem. It's called Land of the Free.
Good job.
They call it the land of the brave and the home of the free, but that's a lie because it doesn't include you or me. They stole our ancestors from the motherland. What it was is they devised an evil plan. We are not violent by nature, so we didn't stand a chance. They came like thieves in the night using weapons made of steel with bullets that kill, shrouded figures with evil intent to turn people into slaves. There's no extent to the hate they displayed. They murdered and raped, didn't relent. Their hate was like hot lava on our backs, felt just like the slave master's lash. With those evil whips bored into our skin until the blood flowed and our skin shred. Where's the honor in that? Facts. Blacks had no say, no rights or control. We didn't even have weapons with which to fight back.
Mm, wow, Tina. Tell me about that. Where did that come from?
So I like watching a lot of history shows and just things. I like watching things of truth. And so I just was watching these slavery movies, the recent ones that came out, like 13 Years a Slave,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a couple of others that came out. And one I just looked at, I can't think of the name of it, but the hate that the white people had in their hearts was just, it was almost like I couldn't comprehend it. And so then I just look at what's going on in America now with, how the cops are killing just Black people like nothing. I mean, it's just overwhelming. And so I just would think back to where it started, how they took our ancestors, stole our ancestors from Africa, but then they want to say, well, why don't you go back to Africa? But your ancestors brought us here, and now we need to figure out a way to get along. So I'm frankly tired of it.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And I'm afraid for my grandsons. And my granddaughter. I have two Black young men grandsons,
Mm-hmm.
and I have to live in fear of them growing up in this world of, because the white man is so afraid of them. It's just very it's not a way to live. It really isn't.
No, I hear you.
This is what it is. This is what it is. The jails are packed with innocent. There's a lot of bad people in jail, Black and white, but there's a lot of innocent Blacks in there too.
Yes.
have
Yeah.
been frames set up, and they're just like forgotten, like,
You
Yeah.
know, you talk about w- Black people are brilliant, and we've always been brilliant. And we've created pretty much everything in this country to get it started, to get it, going. And so it's when you talk about, there are people that are angry by our intelligence. They get offended if we know more than them or we can speak better than them. It's always been, this unspoken competition that we
yes.
don't have, but they have,
Mm-mm.
right?
Right.
And I mean, we can go back to, we're voluptuous women, we come in all sizes. But back in 60s, 70s, being thin or really, slender was a thing. And
Yes.
if you had curves, that was not a thing in popularity.
Right.
But now it's gone so far as people are injecting, things in their body. They are, getting implants, and look who they're looking like. They're trying to look like
Mhm.
us. They want
Right.
to be tan. They want to be, bronze, brown. They want to have big lips. They
Mhm.
want to have a big behind. They
Mhm.
want all of those things, but not, they don't want to be us, but they want to look exactly like us. And
Right.
so it's like I said, it's an unspoken competition that's going on when we're not even involved in that. We're just
Mm-mm.
being us, doing our thing, making things happen. And so when you talk about the slavery and all of that, one thing I have to say is God knows what he's doing, because we weren't in that. Our
Mhm.
ancestors were. And he
Yes.
he knew who to bring forth at what time.
Yes.
I mean, think about it. I wouldn't have survived. I would have survived, but because of who I am, I would have made some things happen,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
right?
Or
There's no way that I would have sat down and let people talk to me a certain way, beat me, whip me, any of that, right? None of that.
mm,
And so that's why, I'm not saying that the people that were in that time, they were in that time for a reason. Some of them were those fighters, and they went against that grade, and I would have been along with that crew.
mhm.
But you had, but they divided us. They made us all, act in different roles that
Mhm.
we didn't,
Absolutely.
people didn't know what to do. So they did whatever they thought was the best for them in that moment. And
Absolutely.
so, we definitely, we embrace, those are our ancestors, those are our people. And so we embrace their fight and all that. But look, we're taking it from here. And so
Absolutely.
we don't have to be reminded of that. We don't. We already know. That's why me personally, I can't watch movies like that, because it makes me angry. And I don't want to
Mhm.
be angry at
Mm-mm.
something that I cannot change that past, but I can be that
Mhm.
person today. And I'm representing all of that. you know, through my line of people, right? And
Amen.
so it hurts. It's tough. It hurts. And I understand that our kids need to know that history. Their kids need to know that history. And I think that we're changing the narrative, you know, to an extent. I will always be Black. We will always be Black forever. And so that doesn't mean that anybody that's any other person, any other race has dominion over who I am as a Black woman. No, I'm not angry. You know, I'm educated and I can speak well on any level. And so we have to continue to push who we are, and that, yes, we are the bomb.
Yes, ma'am.
We are.
Right.
We have the
I agree.
knowledge, we have beauty, we have the bodies, you know, we do have it all. And so the
It's
lie
true.
that's being repeated to us on TV or whatever, it's a lie. You know, you want to look at something funny, look at some of the commercials, how they don't show a Black man and a Black woman together.
There you go. I thought I was the only one that had been noticing that.
The Sleep Number commercial has a Black man laying in the bed, and then all of a sudden the white woman or Hispanic woman pops up because, you know, it's hot and cold. What is that?
They
what
want to get rid
message
of
does
us.
that send? Like, what, we're not in the picture?
We're not in the picture at all.
You know, but we have to create our own pictures, and we have to reach out to those entities that don't portray us, or portray us in a way that is not applicable to everyone. You know,
There you
we're not
go.
all cleaning house, you know,
Right.
or you know, in the cleaning aisle with our, you know what I mean? We're not all doing that. And
No.
so we don't have to just be subject to doing those types of commercials. Now, the one commercial that I love is the one, there's an African woman, she's a queen, and then she asks for a drink or something, and then the guy rolls up on this little cart, and he shakes the drink like the other girl pours something in there, and then she drinks her drink. But, you know, she's portrayed as a queen. And so, I don't know. That's what I have to
No,
say about that.
You're right. And I just want to say that what's so amazing is that because of the time we're in now, we can do things that our ancestors weren't able to. And the fact that you have so many, you know, these amazing magazines, and that you're a book author, and that you promote book authors, and it's just to show the strength and the resilience that we, even though we're basically ignored as Black women, that we're still going to shine no matter what. And I love you for
Yes.
that.
Yes, amen. Amen. Somebody told me that
Shine.
the other day that, and I'm gonna let you talk, Chris. Somebody told me the other day that don't
Before you
say
go,
that huh?
it's gonna shut down. I think you have from 7 to 8. It's gonna cut off. I hope it doesn't cut
No,
off.
no, we're good.
Okay, cool.
It's
Okay, good.
it's going to, somebody told me that, don't say, that you're a strong Black woman. Don't use that term, because you're saying that you're stronger than the Black man, or you're cutting the man out of it. That you don't need you don't need the Black man because she's a strong Black woman. So that's a whole nother narrative that is circulating. But again, it's separating us because we don't think that. We're saying that we're strong within
Absolutely.
ourselves as that helpmate.
But you know
Right.
what, Ms. Paulette, when you have a young man who has a mother who he adores, he's gonna always say, my mom was a strong Black woman. He's
Yeah,
gonna always say, He's gonna always say that.
Yes.
Yeah.
You'll
Yeah.
say it. If you don't. I'm sorry, Mr. Chris. Go
Go ahead, Chris.
Oh yes. So I had two more poems I wanted to share.
Okay.
I am poetry. I am the essence of expression, the embodiment of my creative style of writing. I am the pain, joy, and beauty of all the ups and downs I have experienced throughout my life. I am the spoken words I write. I am the spoken words I live. I am poetry. I am the seed, the water, and light that helps my poetry grow. I am the creative vessel that houses this poetic soul. Yes, I am poetry. Every poem is like fruit produced on the branches of a personality. Behold the roots that run deep, purifying toxic impurities of modern society. I am poetry.
Mm,
Beautiful.
I love that. I love that I am poetry. Like I said, that's a movement, that's a show, that's whatever you want it to be.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah,
is that your
and
inspiration?
the best part is I created it, so no one can take it from me because I made it.
Yes. Yes.
That's a very powerful statement. Nobody can take it from me.
All
So,
right. We are
yeah,
going
I'm
a
sorry.
little bit overboard today, and that's fine. So we're just gonna let it roll.
So I wanted to I'm gonna be quiet because I think I've shared enough. I'm gonna just sit back and listen to the two of y'all speak, please.
Okay. All right. I'm just pulling up a poem that I wrote. Let me see if I can find
Miss
it.
T said a piece about the injustice and when is it possible. I guess at the very end, I'll share a piece called The Color of My Skin, if it's okay.
Okay,
Sure.
I'll share this one. This is did I even name this? This is a poem. I am formerly a widow. I say formally because I'm Paulette, and I've had a loss. I lost my husband. It's been about 25 years ago, and I'm at peace with that. I embrace my life. So let me go ahead and recite this to you. In the shadows cast by the setting sun glow resides a tale of strength, of love, ebbs and flow. A widow's heart burdened by fate's decree, a single mother's journey, resilient and free. She walks a path with grace in every stride. In her depths of sorrow, she finds the will to abide. Her soul, an ember flickering in the night, ignites her spirit, fueled by unwavering might. Once bound by love, now a solitary soul, she weaves a tapestry in which her children grow. She carries their dreams like precious gems in her arms. Through sleepless nights and tear-stained pillows, she finds solace in memories where love still billows. Though life has dealt a cruel and heavy blow, her spirit rises unbowed with a radiant glow. She paints their world with hues of hope and grace, navigating challenges with a determined embrace. In the face of hardship, she stands tall and proud, a beacon of resilience in a world that's often loud. Her touch a soothing balm on wounded hearts. Her words a symphony that mends and imparts. With tenderness, she nurtures their budding dreams, guiding them through life's tempestuous streams. And as the years unfold, their hearts intertwine, a bond unbreakable, fortified by love divine. For she is the pillar, the anchor, the rock, the embodiment of strength in every ticking clock. So here's to the widows, the single mothers true, whose love and sacrifice shine brilliantly through. May their spirits be lifted, their burdens lightened, for in their stories, resilience is heightened.
Mm. Oof,
I'm
that's
so-
beautiful, Paulette.
I wrote that because it was a journey. And when it happened, I really didn't take time to, grieve. I just got on this engine that of what I needed to do, and I had to keep going. And I had to be strong for them. And it wasn't until, gosh, maybe a few years ago that I was just reflecting on how I felt back then, because I never, it was like I didn't cry. I was just this rock, and I knew I had a job to do, and I would deal with my whatever I was going through. Was going to deal with that later. And I know that, I think we spoke about that earlier, that we do that. Sometimes we're not ready to just let go and break down and go in a closet or something, and because you have your kids there, and
Right.
you don't want them to see you like that. And so, Miss Shack, when you talk about your mom and not seeing her cry, I was like that. I would go in my room and cry, or go in the bathroom and cry, because if I just absolutely needed to, and so I can clearly relate to that. So yeah.
Awesome.
It just shows the selflessness of a mother, that, you even though you were in pain, you put what you felt aside to take care of your children.
Yes.
You're
And that's what
supposed to.
it
That's what
does.
it is. Motherhood is. Even when you're going through birth, it's painful,
Yes.
but you still, at the end of the tunnel, you forget all that pain and take joy and solace in that child. Because it's a beautiful thing. Out of birth, out of a pregnancy comes birth, comes beauty.
Yes.
Maybe painful in the process, but you see the appreciation at the end. So yeah, I appreciate that.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes. Okay, we are it's about 5:08. Does anyone have any other?
Little side.
Okay, ma'am. Go ahead.
I think Chris wanted to show more.
Yeah, I had one more poetry piece I want to share.
Okay.
If there's time left.
Yes.
You got it.
Yes,
Okay.
go ahead.
Okay. Waiting to be set free to tell my story and express all of me. Spoken word, the art of speech, connecting hearts, breaking each norm and rule. It stands alone in an ocean of silence. It's a megaphone. The power of spoken word transcends beyond the written word. It ignites a flame within. In every sight and every sound, it's the spark that ignites our soul and makes us feel whole. I close my eyes and I'm lost in my mind. Our world of color, no rules to bind. Imagination takes me to new heights, a place where everything is just right. I am creative, I am free, and this world there's no limit to me. I can paint the sky, I can write the stars, in my mind I can go so far. Some may say I'm just a dreamer. In my mind, I'm a believer, an achiever. After me is my succeeder. I am gifted, it's prolific. If I said it, then I done did it. I am creative, I am free, so let me be me. I am me, and that's all I'll ever need to be. So here I am as a man, comprehend, understand. Yes, indeed, I'm planting poetic seeds in the ground. My roots are deep, my flow waters me. Energy enlighten me, I am poetry.
Yes,
Nice.
love
That's
that.
your at the very end. I am poetry. I like that.
I do too.
Thanks.
I do too. That's that stamp.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It was
It
beautiful.
runs deep. It's like once you get started with poetry, you can't stop it. It's like a fountain just keeps flowing, and
Yeah.
it's just it runs so deep with like almost within your DNA, and it's just this is it for me.
I love it. I love it. And you can always drink from it. You know, you talk
Yeah.
about fountains, you can always drink. If you've ever been to Europe or Italy, Rome, they have fountains
yet.
there, especially in Rome. They have fountains throughout the city. And you can drink, you can literally take a cup and, you know, put it up under the fountain, and it's ice cold
Wow.
water. Ice
Wow.
cold anytime. And
Mm.
yeah, so when you talk about a fountain, it reminds me of that. You can always drink from it. And those types of fountain, and it's pure water, pure
Wow.
ice cold water. I mean, if you've ever had it, it's so rejuvenating because there's a history. If you want to do some research, there's a history about the water system, like in Rome, where it comes from,
Mhm.
and it is ice cold, pure water. No chemicals or none of that. And when you drink from it, it's amazing. But that's a whole nother story. But okay. Where are we at? Anyone else?
I wanted to do this last piece called The Color of My Skin.
Yes, ma'am.
It goes back to Miss T, Miss Lady T. It goes, you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say or do at this point really don't even matter, because the color of your skin has already confessed to the crime. You have a right to an attorney who will try his hardest to see that justice is served, but a jury of your peers, aka our attorneys, will have him outmatched 12-1. And if you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided to you free of charge because he is also on our payroll. Now, do you understand these rights as they have been written to you? Whoa. Whoa, don't move. I see you reaching for your 9mm wallet. I said, don't move. I see you reaching for your 38 caliber inhaler. Whoa, nigga. I said, don't move. Stop breathing. You're puffing up your chest. I feel threatened. Stop resisting arrest. Is that lay your ass down, face down? Nah, face ground. Black boys' cries falls on deaf white ears, and black mothers' tears keep graveyard grass green. And black men bones are the gavel with which judges finalize their first conviction. And I wonder how Trayvon Martin mother feels knowing that her son is a household name, but not a household body. And I wonder if Freddie Gray's mother can still say grace over her food, even though her prayers could not stop the thief from robbing him of his last breath. And I wonder if Tamir Rice, who died playing cops and robbers, still sees the former more innocent than the latter. And I wonder if black mothers feel closer to God because they're steadily having to lay to rest their only begotten son. And I wonder if black people's skin got darker because it was closer to the sun. And if that is the will it take for us to go bulletproof skin because we're closer to the motherfucking gun? And I wonder. And I'm so tired of going to funerals where babies are being buried in boxes no bigger than the ones they put their toys in. I'm tired of not being able to say see you later to my friends without feeling like I'm practicing my goodbyes to one another. I'm so tired of not being able to confidently say to my girlfriend, let's wait till we get married, because I'm afraid that she'll walk down the aisle and see me in a box before she sees me in a tuxedo. I'm tired. And I'm so fucking tired. I'm tired because I'm forced to stay woke in a society where laws are written for lullabies as Black people, and I'm tired.
Yes.
And I wonder if America will be alarmed when she sees that Black people ain't sleeping no more, because the American dream is the African American's nightmare, and I'm tired. I'm so tired that I'm forced to stay woke. And if I finally go to sleep, I may stay there forever.
Mm.
My
Oh,
God. My God.
girl,
Oh, true.
look, I'm tired. I'm tired too. I love
Yeah.
that. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, poignant, powerful, all of that. The world needs to
Wow.
hear.
Did we lose Miss
I'm here.
okay. Did we lose Miss Shack? I think we lost her. Oh my goodness. Wow. She is amazing.
Yeah.
She is absolutely amazing. I could listen to her like all day.
Yeah. Me too.
Oh my goodness. Wow. I hope she comes back on. I don't know if her phone would happen or
Well, I have one more I could read while we're waiting to see if she comes
okay.
back
All
real
right,
quick.
go ahead. Yes.
So this poem is based on, I just went to New York and I saw two horrible violent fights. So it just kind of relates about that. And it's called New York City. I'm in the city of bright lights, but why everybody want to fight? Dead ass, I lived here all my life. Great place for school, great colleges, and awesome party nights. I'm from money-making Manhattan, but only a select few will make it. The rest of us is broke for real. I'm not blind, just woke. New York City born and bred, only the strong survive. Lost many friends, they're all dead. I'm from the era of Sensimelia and boomboxes. Women dressed to the nines called foxes. Studio 54. How did I at 15 even get in the door? Everyone looks so lost and confused. Then there's just those who just want to use. These tough Bronx streets, so much death, it just reeks. So much spilled blood, the innocence taken away so swift. No love, only hate. Get my drift?
Wow. Wow. Studio
Yeah, that's New
54.
York, baby. Yup,
Studio
only the
54.
strong survive there.
Yeah. Yes. Only the strong survive. You talk about Studio 54. Wow.
Remember that place? Oh my
I
God, I was in
I
there at
remember
15.
yeah, I didn't go there, but I heard about it. And that was, during my party days.
Yes, that was the place, girl. Woo.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Amazing. All right. Chris,
This was so good. This
Yeah.
was a great show, Paulette.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me to your live stream and poetry event.
yes, please, please,
Aw.
you're welcome every time. I appreciate you. And if you know any other poets that would like to join us, we welcome them as well. Because we have to create our own things, right? We have
We
to,
have to.
that's the whole point. And so we're just gonna keep going, until we get to that point you know, and so I appreciate you. I'm still taken by Miss Shack. Like, she just totally blew me away today. That
Mhm.
was truly amazing. She's very, very gifted. As all of you are, you know. Tina's been sticking with me every show, and she's, you know, really, you know, been an inspiration to keep it going. And so, you know, even if we have one or two people, we just keep going, you know, and stay on
Keep
Yeah.
going.
point. So, I
This is
appreciate y'all.
actually, Paulette, this is a movement.
Yes.